Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nessacan and Caprice.
That's me.
Countdown to the episode 100.
100.
Yes. And today we have a special guest, a musician in the house who goes by the name of Tiago.
Yes, a musician.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Yes.
Well, everything all right.
We're good, baby. How you doing? You talk to us. What's up?
Please.
Fine. I mean, it's amazing. Huh?
Tell us who, like, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
Interesting question. Do I know what do I do? Do I know? No, I don't. Okay, so I was formed as a classical pianist, so that's what I do mainly.
Right.
So since I moved to New York, like circa 1 year ago,
Right.
I have been exploring a lot of other art forms, for example, jazz, also improvising, and I'm also taking first steps in cinema. I just shot a short film last month.
Congratulations! Wow, that's a big deal.
So, but I have been since I am 6 years old. I mean, my main thing it has been like for sure like classical music and piano. I've been practicing piano close in a room, lots of hours, lots of pain, lots of sweat, lots of good memories, bad memories.
Oh, wow! Yeah.
But so I've went to some competitions, won some prizes, and
That's awesome.
I have some recordings on YouTube also, and
yeah. Where could we find those?
yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Yes,
it's like
Plug
Tiago Rosario.
Yeah, nice.
So it's it. Yeah, and a month ago I just went on tour in Portugal and recorded a CD.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So, but that's it. Since Until I moved to New York, that was my main thing.
Right,
so
right.
Piano and music.
Right.
So, but then since I lived in Europe.
Yes.
So many years in Portugal and 3 years in Germany also.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, I always had this. I always loved cinema also, and I always had this thought in my head. What about going to the U.S. and going to and mainly New York City?
Yeah.
So actually, I circa 6 years ago, when I was to do my undergrad, I thought about going. I had connections in Texas.
Oh wow!
But I thought like no, I'm not so interested in going.
Change your mind. Nothing against Tejas.
But I always had this dream of going to New York to be like receiving these incredible cultural input of the city.
Right.
And it's definitely happening.
Right.
That's not a myth.
That's not a
we have this legend in Europe. It's like, oh, New York City.
Really? Yeah.
Wow.
Tell us about that.
But when I came here, I was a little bit. I had a little bit fear that it was like a little bit. Like
terrible?
No, that was like too much of a saying.
Oh, yeah.
But it's no, it's from my experience, it's a city where you are not yourself anymore. You change.
Oh wow!
In a good way.
It's very interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Quite the
that's
perspective.
it. So
First of all, the piano is my favorite instrument.
Yeah.
It's my favorite instrument. I can't play it for nothing. Okay. How many hours have you poured into the practice alone?
oh my God.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I don't know the number,
Yeah, there's a lot,
but
actually.
thousands.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah. But isn't it totally worth it?
Totally worth it.
Like, do you?
Depends.
Oh, really?
Depends. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
If you like it.
It's your passion. Yeah, that's
It's my
true.
passion. I know a lot of people that couldn't stand it.
Really?
Because, I mean, they may have started because they liked it, but it's so difficult. But I always loved it, so yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I hear you have an accent. Which country are you from?
I'm from Portugal.
Oh, you're from Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
Portugal, nice. Okay, yeah.
That's awesome. So, like, just getting back to the keys because I love it.
Yeah, let's go back to the keys. Let's go back to the keys.
It's you know why it's my favorite instrument?
Why?
Because it's
Alicia
just
Keys.
no, not because of Alicia Keys. Even though she's gorgeous, is that it's because you can do so much on the piano. Like I feel like you don't really need. I know other instruments, like when they're brought into when you're playing the piano, it can like make a booming symphony and all that. I know that, but the piano alone can be an orchestra in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something about when like it can control a mood. You know what I'm saying? And I know all instruments can, but the piano is just so special to me because when you hear those notes and I don't know the C's and I don't know is that true, the C's and the D's and all that stuff. It's just it's amazing.
Just start off with the do re mi. Mary had a little lamb.
And how
They
long-
start you off with stuff like that.
How long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so I'm now 25, so since I was 6 years old, so almost 20 years.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
So I can't imagine. I can't remember when I didn't play piano.
Yeah. Who's your favorite classical pianist?
Beethoven.
No, yeah, okay, that's a composer. That's the question. Dead or alive?
Good question. Okay, let's go dead first.
Okay, probably Chopin.
Okay, I'm not familiar with.
Who?
not familiar with
Chopin?
that.
Chopin.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him or her.
Yeah, we have also Mozart.
Mozart, yeah, we heard about Mozart.
Okay. Sorry, yeah. What about Alive?
Alive. Well, there's this amazing American pianist. He's called Murray Pariah. He's I don't know. He's probably 60 years old. Something like that. He's a legend of the piano.
That's amazing.
And also I'm here. I'm doing a postgrad at the new school, and my master there is called. His name is Jerome Rose.
Yeah.
He's a very well-known American pianist. So
Really?
also it's my inspiration right now.
Well, I know who mine is. I forgot. My guy plays almost every instrument.
What?
I'm a Prince fan, so Prince plays.
You are
yeah.
what?
Oh,
Prince.
Prince.
Oh,
Prince.
You don't know
Prince
Prince?
is-
Yeah, Prince
Oh,
is amazing.
no, Prince.
Yeah.
Well, it would be very bad if I didn't know Prince.
We think guitar, but he also plays the piano. So
Yeah,
Yeah, he
also
does. He
plays
does.
the-
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
he played by he
And-
taught himself, self-taught.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I also do a pop experience. I have a David Bowie tribute band.
Oh.
That is very interesting. I love David
Nice.
Bowie, everything
Yeah,
David Bowie
yeah,
does.
yeah.
And yeah, we played in Brooklyn Music Kitchen. We are playing in some other venues this summer, and yeah.
Oh,
Do you play any
I
other
gotta follow
instruments
you.
beside the piano?
No, actually, no. I've tried to play cello, but I've given up. No, I don't.
Cello's the one with the
Just the strings, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, of course, but it's not for me.
What gravitated you towards the piano? Like, what did
Well,
it?
that's very interesting. Very interesting question. Well, I don't know. When I was a baby, I don't know that, of course. When you're a baby, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You
Right,
don't
right, right.
experience. But yeah, my parents told me that when I was like, for example, I was 3 years old and I was
Yeah.
playing with my toys, and
Yeah.
the TV was on and some classical music went on. They told me that I'd stop playing everything.
Wow.
And started like drooling and watching
Really?
Well, yeah. So it was something that was with
Oh,
me.
this was a love, like from
Yeah.
early. Wow.
No,
that's
and then
amazing.
it was the love for music, and then the love for piano was very, very, very funny.
Yeah.
There, my parents bought an house in my small city in Portugal.
Right.
It was a very small city, but
Mhm.
beautiful. And the previous owners, they had a piano, and they said, "Look, we like very much the piano, but the pain and the cost that we are going to take the piano
To move it, yeah.
So we are not. It's not worth it. So you can keep it."
Right. Okay.
We started. So I sometimes I think it was like
Right.
if the piano wasn't there.
That's
Would I
true.
be a pianist? Maybe.
Yeah.
Never know.
No, I feel like you would buy one. Somehow it would fall into your lap still. Yeah, because there's things like that. Yeah.
But it's still an interesting story.
It's very interesting. Yeah. It's very true.
Yeah.
funny.
So you must have just been at that thing all day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to play?
Ooh.
Favorite piece to play?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He got a couple of them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Rachmaninoff is amazing. Brahms is amazing. Beethoven is amazing.
Mhm.
Every composer has a special touch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to choose. You know.
Yeah.
I've heard Beethoven's pieces are very difficult to play.
Of course,
Some of them,
yeah. But I feel it's like when you ask me this question, it's very difficult to answer because I feel it's like comparing like vegetables to meat. You know, you need to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no?
All right.
You need the both.
Okay,
no?
yeah, I understand. I get it. I get it.
So yeah, that's it, and yeah, now I also do a lot of jazz. So
yeah. So what moved you into that genre, jazz, from classical to jazz? I mean, it kind of, I could see the transition, but what made you fall in love with jazz now?
yeah, it was not. First of all, it was not a transition. I didn't change.
Okay.
I still play the both.
Okay. All right.
I've always loved to play pieces from somebody else, but I always loved to. I feel like I was always very creative and hearing my own music in my head.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wanted to improvise.
Yeah.
And it was actually in Germany. I started to take jazz lessons and to start to learn. I mean, if you can learn to improvise, I mean, it's something you.
Of
develop.
course you can, yeah.
And I wanted to develop more this creative side of mine. Not of course you can be very creative when you are playing stuff from someone else.
True.
Because it's like reading a poem.
Yes.
And the poem can be from a specific person, but each person that reads the poem will read it in a very
different way. Yes.
So that's the thing. But when you are improvising your own stuff, there's a whole world of possibilities.
That's very true.
That opens.
Yeah.
And and sometimes I spend hours and hours, and the time goes by because improvising, and the possibilities are endless, which is kind of frightening sometimes. Because you don't know where to go.
Right.
Because there's so much places that's amazing. You know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Do you? So you've written your own pieces before?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Do you have like a CD or no CD? Listen to me. Like, do you have music? I know it's on YouTube. I know you have like stuff on YouTube. But is there like an album out that you have where I can stream it or something?
I have an album that I'm going to put on Spotify. That's like I recorded.
Okay.
Man, hold on now. Give him a bell for that.
Give him the bell.
That's
all right,
good, man.
Yeah,
that's
I
amazing.
recorded the 24 Chopin etudes. It's like very difficult pieces that Chopin wrote. This composer is like an hour of music of very technical difficulty. Music, 24 pieces. Very. Yeah, I recorded all the way back when I was in Germany.
Right.
And I'm thinking about posting it and like as an album.
Yeah.
And I also recorded a CD now when I was in Portugal 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And this concert tour was to present this CD. The CD is not released yet, but it's almost. I mean, everything is done. It's just the release is what is left. So and I have also this short film that is coming also. So
okay, let's talk about it.
About that.
What's the short film about?
Yeah, so that is interesting. So
I'll take your word for it.
It's very abstract.
Okay. You have my attention.
It's about a man that is struggling with his own thoughts and his own feelings, and he starts to
relatable.
It's pretty relatable to anyone, I think.
Yeah.
And it is very interesting that there is only one character that is a man. No, actually, there's this character plus two, but the two other characters are himself.
Okay.
So
are you playing?
Himself.
You're playing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I did some casting and I had three astounding actors.
Right.
Two actors and an actor.
Anyone win any awards?
Let's think about it. So amazing performances. So I wrote the music for them.
I was just gonna ask you. Are you composing the music? Yeah.
Wrote and performed the music.
That's amazing.
And it's my greatest influence there was this director David Lynch.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to David Lynch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about to come soon in my new YouTube channel.
How does it feel to hear your music in a movie, like in anything? You know what I mean? Like, how does that? When you see that scene come up and the actors are doing their thing and you hear how does that feel? What goes through your mind in that moment when you're reviewing it?
Oh, my mind. Interesting question. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
No, but depends. Firstly, it depends if you like what you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In this case of the film, I like the result.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
That's good. There's like some feeling. Sometimes you are proud of your done,
Right.
of your work.
Yes. Are you harsh on yourself
Yeah, I mean,
as far as like
sometimes
criticism?
I'm harsh. Yeah, I could define myself as an autocritic. I have a lot of autocriticism. Yeah, there's always this feeling of I could have done this thing different.
Yeah,
this thing
yeah.
different, but that's
Yeah.
always there.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
always
perfect
there.
work, right?
Right.
But there's also some feeling of if the work is done and it's well done and you think it's what you wanted, there's this feeling of peace.
That's awesome. That's so
You know,
awesome.
that's
Yeah.
like something. Well, it's like my when I feel like that a work is accomplished.
Yeah.
Is when I feel, for example, I'm walking the street and I spontaneously start singing a melody and I realize it's a melody of mine.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Usually I only sing melodies that are things that I like from
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
But when I start singing spontaneously a melody that is mine, that
Yeah.
means that okay, that was.
Oh, is that when it
Something
hits
that I
you?
liked.
Got you. Yeah. Okay.
So that's important.
That's amazing.
That's your creative side working.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
That's really cool.
I think that's the first step to do, like to be an artist or
Yeah.
a true, I mean, an honest artist is
Yeah.
to like your work.
Yeah.
And to like
yeah.
your work is not like forcing you to like it. It's like to work, to put your effort and put
Yes.
your sweat
Yes.
to do the work that you like,
Right.
so that you later you look at it and you say, okay, that's
Right.
what I
I
wanted.
totally agree.
So-
Do you like listen to just like I don't know, like the older stuff that you did like in the past, and do you see your own growth
Yeah, I
within
see.
you see it? Like
Although-
maybe you could play like a more difficult piece
Yeah, well,
now than you could, but then you couldn't before. You know?
yeah, in a way, yes. But in another way, that's something very interesting that happened. Is like when I was. I mean, I'm not so old yet, but I was like.
No, you're not old at all.
When I was 18 years old, it's
Yeah.
a big difference between 18 and 25.
Oh yes, true.
I felt that.
Well, maybe not.
interestingly, I hear my stuff and I like it. I mean,
Okay.
it's like there's things that today I would do different.
Yeah.
But there's one feeling that I get is like when I remember, it's like it was much easier to play at that time because you were not so complicated. Your mind is not thinking
Oh,
about.
I get it.
I feel as I grow, I start to put more challenges, and it's more like as you know more things, as your knowledge develops, you start to thinking in more stuff.
Yeah.
And the act of the performance starts to be something really more complex. You have
Right,
to deal with it.
right.
When you are a child, I remember when I was a child, it was much easier to
Yeah,
play because
you didn't
I
have a
was
lot
just-
of things in there like getting in the way of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Come on to the mic. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
are you like when you do this music, are you like aware of people critiquing you? Like how do you feel about that? You know, like
Critique is very important.
oh, so you
Yeah.
appreciate
No, of course.
criticism.
I
Okay.
mean, I couldn't live without it.
oh really?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
It
I
makes
think
you
that's-
better.
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, if you, I try to get to filter the feedback.
Right.
The feedback that I want and the feedback that I don't want. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
But the
yeah.
feedback is very important. So
Yeah.
that's because it's very different to look to the work as the artist and look to the work as something from
It's
outside.
very true. Yeah.
It's very. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's a
get another
difference.
perspective, and
Yeah.
sometimes when you work, I have this experience when I work so much on a piece. I don't matter. Doesn't matter if like original composition or if it's
Yeah.
like something from someone else.
Yeah.
I have worked so many hours that I'm so inside. It's for example, you are. Yeah, there's a very interesting example. You are inside in New York City. You
Yeah.
can't see New York City. You know,
Right.
you only can
Yeah.
see your block.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like I feel that when I'm like spending so much time working on a piece,
You're in it.
I'm in it. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm only watching my blog.
Yeah.
sometimes, and that's like sometimes it's a prison. You can have an
it's
idea
so true.
of what is the complete image, and so that's why sometimes I like to record the pieces and to send to someone else. Before I do final version to see what do you think.
Okay.
Even if one feedback that I love is feedback from people that are non-musicians.
Can I be the guy you send the pieces to?
Yeah, of course. No, of course.
He's a musician too.
I would love to listen
of
to it. Yo, I would love to listen to I'm gonna destroy your YouTube channel.
No, of course.
Oh wow.
No, but
amazing.
I feel it's important, and I love the feedback from non-musicians also because. The feedback from people that are non-musicians are non-technical and are more. It's more simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because we don't know shit.
When you are when I say musician, it's like other. When you are a writer, you get very technical.
Right.
Very specific, and sometimes that's like a prison, you know.
Yeah.
When you go out of it, and like I feel the feedback from the people that are non-musicians, I envy that. It's like because there's some simplicity.
Oh yeah.
They hear and they say something that is like an epiphany for me, you know.
Oh,
sometimes,
that's
you know?
true. That makes sense.
Have you ever written something that made you cry? Like yourself, like written a piece that it may have started off from something, but then you improvised it and changed it, created it, made it your own, and then you actually broke down to it. Anything like that?
I don't think I've done that. I mean, I've improvised a lot over ideas and over pieces, but I don't think I've done that specific thing, you know.
So, like, what I mean is, like, for example, like Beethoven, he made the Moonlight Sonata because he was in love. Like, have you ever used, I don't know, something in your personal life to create? You know what I mean? Maybe you were angry one day and then you just hit the keys and then something amazing came out.
Well, I never done that because I will explain you why. I have a vision of the music that is like the music for me. Music is a very abstract art, right? I mean, it's obvious, right? It's like the music doesn't tell a story. When you read a book, there's like objective information.
I mean, it can, but
it's like. Music is per se like abstract, so I feel it's like I think of music as an experience, you know, as an abstract experience. You know
I felt that.
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
absolutely right. Yes, I agree.
So it's like I think when I improvise, or also when I play something from someone else, there's a mix of feelings that only music can do. That you can't explain. I mean, I can't explain. I cannot tell by words.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you that, for example, I like this specific moment of music, but I can't tell you why. Or I can. I can't tell you for sure why is it moving. Like, I mean, I can try to express, but with the words is it's
difficult.
Very difficult.
What do you listen to? Like, what do you stream? Like, you know, when you're just
by yourself.
I listen a lot of classical music, naturally. I have been listening to a lot less pianists, but just because I've been developing my own way of playing the piano, and nothing against. I'm not saying that I'm better or not.
Right.
It's like just. It's difficult to hear someone else play sometimes because I feel it's not my language, you know.
Oh, I understand.
So what I listen I listen a lot of orchestral music. I listen a lot of jazz, like Bill Evans, Miles Davis.
I was listening to Miles Davis the other day.
It's extraordinary.
So you don't listen to any hip hop, reggae, soca? No.
Sometimes when I mean with my brother,
which I listen to.
when I'm in Portugal, he lives in Portugal, so he's a hip hop fan. I'm not so much, but
Tupac, Biggie.
He's in the hot seat now.
No, and I love, for example, some bands. For example, Tame Impala.
Okay.
I love Tame Impala.
Okay.
Tame Impala is crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'm
Well,
well, like,
he's only 25. You're 25,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he don't know about Tupac and Biggie.
yeah, of course.
I mean, he could.
He
though.
could know, yeah.
He could.
Yeah, about them.
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
But, anyway,
That's fine.
that's good. That's good.
There's a lot of music out there.
There's a lot of music out
You,
there.
you can't
Of course,
expect.
yeah.
Because, play the piano, you need to play like different genres, like,
Yeah.
different songs for different
No, of course.
stuff,
No, and sometimes when that's a
Yeah.
good statement
Yeah.
because like there's a lot of music.
There's so
Sometimes I
much.
want to stream something,
Yes.
and I'm like, what am I going to stream?
You're right. Right. What are you gonna? Yeah. What are you
And
gonna
it's like
look for?
sometimes it's like hell. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I listen to classical music too, but I don't know the names of the composers.
Yeah.
Maybe I need
But
to
it
start,
sounds
like,
good, though, right?
I love
It sounds good.
To-
You just
to-
don't know the names.
When you put classical music, I like to listen to it to just
Relax.
Why-
Yeah, I do that too when I go home.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
So
so
soothing, relaxing.
very soothing, and I really like. That's why I love the keys.
Yeah, the keys.
And that's why I love jazz too. I like jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jazz is
jazz.
great.
Jazz is pretty good. Yeah.
It is. I mean, New York, right?
Oh, that's true.
That's like New York is the city of jazz.
Yeah.
I mean, not only, but
Yeah.
This summer, I'm definitely, because I know you said you were doing some spots this
Yeah.
summer, right? So
Yeah.
hopefully, if you are in like the city or whatever
Yeah.
the case is, I will definitely come
Yeah.
through.
Okay.
Because I've been wanting to visit these places that play live bands more and things of that nature, and
Yeah.
I would love to really like get involved into that. A lot.
Yeah, we'll come and
more.
support you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
course.
That'd be dope. That'd be so dope. I would love that. Yeah, you said you mentioned the cello. You said you
Yeah.
started to. Where did that come from?
Hey. That's interesting. Hey. Yeah, it was back when I was still living in a very small town in Portugal.
Okay.
I was like 12
Oh, okay.
or 11, I don't remember.
Mhm.
And it was like in the school of music where I studied.
Mhm.
There was like this open workshop. This was like 3 days,
Right.
and they had like open classes
Right.
for every instrument for everyone. Like you just with no apartment, you just go in a room and say, "I want to learn." And definitely, just like for me, like a kid in love with music is like,
Oh,
"Oh my god,
right.
I can learn everything."
Right.
It was just one lesson,
Right.
but I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like
But
it.
but it was interesting. Like I just went there spontaneously. Say, I want to learn cello. I also learned the horn.
The harp.
what?
The harp.
The horn.
The horn. Oh, I think you said the
horn.
harp. Right. The horn. Oh,
Okay. The horn. Okay.
It's even more difficult.
I was just about to say.
Wait a minute. The horn is that like the saxophone or something like that, or just?
No,
No, it's like
horn,
the horn is
just
it's like that,
yeah.
and then
There's many
air,
different.
you
Yeah.
know?
There's many different.
It takes like you maybe 1 month just for you to get one sound coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine was saying how
So difficult.
a friend of mine was saying how those instruments are very hard to play. Shout out to Savannah, I see you.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely. I admire every horn player,
Yeah.
and how
yeah.
physically extenuating they can be for the lips and for
Yeah.
the breath.
Those like certain families, like those kind of flutes,
Yeah.
flute horns, saxophones. They have like a certain kind of family they're a
Yeah.
part of. Like
Isn't it the air?
ear to ear, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
those instruments, yeah, you got to use a lot of your cheeks and your breath and your
I admire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admire that.
It's
a lot.
not easy.
No.
But like for the
lips.
you don't get carpal tunnel
That
or
too.
cramping.
Those
and
kind of
all
stuff.
that?
Depends.
The,
well, I don't because
You're a pro.
I mean, firstly, like 2 reasons. Firstly, I always cared about having a good technique.
Okay.
That's important.
Okay.
And second, I had very good masters. That's very important. You have to have. I mean, that's like. For example, my teacher is now 84 years old. It's like this master,
Right.
of course. So it's like, and he said something that will be with me forever. You can. It's impossible to be a good pianist if you never heard good piano, or if you never heard like,
yeah.
or if you never had good masters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not. You have to have references, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes.
I luckily, I'm not. I mean, luck. There's some luck involved and also some art.
Yeah.
But I would say, luckily, I found like the right master
Yeah.
who told me how to play.
Yeah.
And related again to the
carpal tunnel.
Yeah, the proper.
yeah.
I mean, if you have a good technique, the piano is a very uncomfortable. I mean, you can't get any problems
Really.
Yeah.
because it's really. the natural way to play. That's why, for example, I know a lot of pianists that are very cramped.
Yeah.
And firstly, that results in a bad sound, a hard sound.
Yeah.
And second, that the problems will come from that.
Yeah. So you have a good technique, so
in
you don't have that.
Yeah. So
problem.
I always like my first priority.
That makes sense.
It's like hell. Not only because it's like you. Can you say? Do you have this saying also in English? You kill two birds with
One stone. Yeah.
Like, you have a good sound, a beautiful sound, and you will be healthy.
Right.
So,
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Do you like two people came to my mind? I don't know why we didn't think about it. Elton John and Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
You like those guys?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Elton John is
legends, right?
Legend, yeah.
Legends.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I never heard them live.
What makes you a legend in the pianist community? Like, how do you upgrade to like, oh, okay, this guy is, or this girl is legendary? How do you do that? What is it? Is it the difficulty of the piece? Is it the consistency in which they put pieces out? How do you know who is a legend, and how did they get there? Like, how do you achieve legendary status in that community?
Okay. Another very difficult question.
Oh, I'm full of them today.
I love them.
You put him on the spot, yeah.
No, I love them. So, firstly, I think it's not that is not so much to do with the difficulty.
Okay.
Because it's very difficult to play a very easy piece touching.
Okay.
I mean, I could say only old masters can do it.
Okay.
I mean old age, because they have the maturity of life.
Right.
I mean, I would say everything counts. You have to be very complete. You have to be clear. You have to be musical, of course.
Right.
You have to create your own world, your own sound, a magical moment, of course. I mean, I'm saying these things, it seems that is easy. It's not easy at all.
Right.
There's many things, technical things that come into doing this.
Of course.
And you're practicing every day and a whole life. Right. And I would say it's like, when I hear a pianist, for me to say that he's a legend, it's like I'm stuck to the chair. And I have goosebumps.
Right.
And I'm stuck in time.
Oh, okay. So there's something happening within the music when they play. I understand.
You know, that's something that even I, as a pianist, cannot explain.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I remember I heard this concert from this world pianist that is called Grigory Sokolov.
Right.
He's still alive. He's one of the best pianist alive. He's Russian.
Right.
It's maybe 70 years old. I don't know.
Wow.
And I have heard a concert live in Portugal, and I never forget, because it was. Yeah, I think it's also other conditions. Like when it's with a pianist like him, I felt the silence of the audience was a very special silence. And I asked myself, what is that?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the special silence?
Yeah.
What is the difference between the normal silence and the special silence?
Yeah.
But I felt it's like that was this energy between the audience.
I understand.
And this nobody coughed. Nobody. Nobody
I do understand that. Yeah.
moved.
Yeah.
Oh, the hot spot.
Yeah. It was like the music, captured everyone.
Yeah.
And held everybody hostage almost, where you forget to even like blink, even like you have to remind yourself because you're such in a zone. I get it.
Yeah, I would say and this pianist is also interesting because I think other condition to be legendary is like you care more about the music as you care about yourself. So when I the thing is, when I hear this, when I say this, there's also others, but I feel that he's there and he doesn't want to be the legend there. He wants the music that he makes to be heard. That's it. The
form of humbleness.
That's it. And you feel that. You feel and you love him for that.
Yes, I understand.
And then he becomes a legend.
You're right.
Because he doesn't want to be a legend.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
That's like an irony.
Yeah, I get it.
We feel that he goes there and
He just does his thing.
He says, "I'm
Yeah.
here I'm the slave."
Yeah, I'm here to
Music.
say, yeah, I'm here.
That's
Yeah.
it. And that's
get
what I
you.
want to do also. I mean, I work every day,
Yeah.
and I never regret
Yeah.
the hours I spend in the piano.
Right.
I'm serving.
Right.
I think I'm
That's
serving
a
art.
that's
so.
a very unique way to look at. I don't know if that is like the commonality amongst pianists,
No, I mean,
because
I don't know.
it sounds like this is how you feel.
it's how I
Like you feel as though you are serving people, and that's a
serving.
beautiful
I'm not-
way to look at it. Beautiful way to look at it.
I mean,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, shout out to you, man. Like, yo, like,
yeah. I
That's
feel it's
amazing.
like I feel it's. I mean, for now, I mean,
Yeah.
I want to live for that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. I mean, you know.
you know
For me,
you're on your way to legendary status, though, right?
Yeah, man.
Like, you know that, right?
Let's
be humble. It's all right.
Let's see.
It's all right.
Child prodigy.
It's all right. It's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but that's why also that's the reason why I came to New York. It was
Yeah.
also to receive some input, to know other ways of thinking,
Right.
and that's working. I mean,
Or you're getting.
I've met so much different people
Yeah.
and from different. And one thing I love in this city that definitely doesn't happen as much in Europe.
Right.
Not that it happens. Doesn't happen. It happens also. It's like I rarely meet someone that only does one thing. Normally, I know,
Right,
like,
right.
he's a writer and then he's a filmmaker.
No,
and
he does other things,
you know?
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
find that, I think it's, like, so inspiring. So
Right.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
that's why I'm also, like, opening up to other things. I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
You got to.
Right.
Why not?
For one, I mean, that's something... If there's something I don't regret, but I could do different, like something. I remember 5 years ago, I had only this thought, like I can only be a pianist because I have to be a pianist, and it's, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tunnel
that's
vision.
good, but
Yeah.
you have to
Expand.
I think why not
Yeah,
to do something
yeah.
else?
Oh.
It's not forbidden.
Oh, I'm gonna get you on my hip hop project for sure.
Let's go.
You want to open
Yeah, you do.
selfish
Yeah.
plug? Oh my gosh, I have to. I can't wait to hear your stuff. I cannot wait.
Yeah, let's go,
man.
man.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, let's go, man.
That's amazing.
All right. Before we wrap it up, any final thoughts? You have any final thoughts?
Oh yes. I do have a question for you, sir. Are you happy?
Oh my God. Oh, that's a good question. It's like, well,
Yeah, I bring them. This is what I do.
Where did you get
This is what I do. This is what I do.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel as anyone else, yeah, I'm always floating, right? I mean, sometimes you are more happier and sometimes you are not so
Right.
happy. I feel overall I'm happy, and I'm discovering as I grow up, I'm discovering that the moments where I'm happier are the moments where I'm not in the comfort zone.
Wow, that's very interesting.
When I become too comfortable, I think it's normal. I mean, as a human being, you start to lose a little bit focus, and although it maybe looks like because you are in a comfort zone, or it's everything working all right, you should be happy,
Right.
but you are not. Because you need something else, you are ambitious. So I feel I'm always challenging myself. I mean, not necessarily in order to look for happiness, but
Right.
like subconsciously also
Yeah.
looking for it. But
Yeah.
I feel it's like the uncomfort
Yeah. You like
brings me happiness.
You are comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not uncomfortable like someone.
Yeah. No, not like that. Yeah. But yeah, just
Yeah.
trying different things, trying new
Yes.
things, and
Yeah.
exploring.
Challenging.
Yes, challenging yourself. I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally get
so
it.
it's something-
I don't share that, but I get it. I get it. That's beautiful.
Yeah. All right,
really
Tiago. Before we leave, let people know how they can get in contact with you. Any kind of social media, website,
Yes,
any
yes.
things of that nature.
Yeah, I have a website that's called like Tiago Rosario 9585. I mean, don't ask me
Spell
about this number.
that. I'm going to ask you about
Okay.
that. But yeah, spell
Tiago Rosario 9585.
What's the where the number came from?
I don't know. No, actually, I know. It was very funny. It was
Okay.
back like 8 years ago when I was creating my Instagram account.
Yeah.
But Tiago Rosario was already taken.
Oh,
And then some number
somebody
came
got
up
it.
and why not?
Oh yeah, you know,
they randomed it.
when it's taken, they give you a suggestion
Oh, they
of weird,
random
stupid
it.
numbers.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's
So he was like,
it's
yeah.
not, it's not a mystic
Okay.
number. It's not masonry.
so that's your Instagram. So what is your website? You have a
Also the
website?
same, like Tiago Rosario, the same thing.
TiagoRosario.com?
No, Tiago Rosario, 99585.
A website?
Yeah.
That's
and-
amazing.
Oh my god.
He ran with it.
Oh my god. You got the website with the numbers too?
Yeah.
Wait, is your YouTube the same thing too?
No, the YouTube is Tiago Rosario.
Okay, at least he got that. He got that Tiago Rosario for the YouTube.
Right.
All right, bro. So where can we find you too this summer? And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where are you gonna
On
be?
Broadway?
Where are you gonna play?
So firstly we can find me always online. I'm preparing some concerts, so stay tuned. Let me know.
Concerts.
what concerts are you going to be at?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure yet. It's like
Okay.
not
Still
Still in the
defined,
making, still in the
but
work,
we're
yeah.
still in the making. And
Right.
I'm definitely playing with this David Bowie band. We are preparing
That's amazing.
the technicalities and stuff.
Yeah.
We had our premiere. It was March in the Brooklyn Music Kitchen. It was very successful.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you can find us also on Facebook. Bowie's Best.
Okay.
It's the name of the band. Bowie's Best.
Okay.
We have some trailers, teasers, and
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome.
and we are going to play around New York.
Nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right, Tiago. It's been
Oh,
a
what a
pleasure
great
having
guest,
you,
yeah.
bro.
What a
Yeah.
great guest.
And we wish you all the best moving
of
forward, bro.
course. You are on your way to legendary
Yeah,
status. On your way.
All right, this wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nestor Canning Caprice.
That's me.
Take care and God bless.
Yes.